This is Paul. Yeah. hmm Yeah. It's almost 5 o'clock. 4:56. About an hour and a half of time before I'm going to leave. Yeah. hmm Now, I just I got to thinking about a lawsuit. Yeah. There's what's known as precedent. Yeah. A preceding instance or case that may serve as an example for or a justification in subsequent cases. In law, a legal decision or form of proceeding serving as an authoritative rule or pattern in future similar or analogous cases. Yes. Use of precedent. Yeah. hmm Now, these Supreme Courts, yeah, quite often they have precedent-setting cases where they decide a case, and then it's kind of like you have to do that every time. And for me, there's what's known as the prayer for relief. Yes. Mhm. Now, I'm one of these that when I think about you right now, I'm thinking prayer for relief. Yes. Mhm. It's one of those where you're going to really be praying when I get done. Now, the precedent that we're setting is that there is no rule of law. Yes. Mhm. Now, the vile acts against the rule of law. Yeah. Just looking at this case, this was in the Supreme Court of the United States. Yeah. Now, this is a petition. Right. Code Title 28. Yes. Control directive to Senate involving RICO of judiciary request for relief. Yes. Now, this is probably one of those crazy individuals, right? That files this in the Supreme Court because they have nothing to do. Yes. And they petition for petition registratory, totally intertwined with, in regards to David Derringer, petition for extraordinary writ. Superintending controlled disclosure of RICO by judiciary requested order directive to the FBI Department of Justice for investigation of exposed public judicial corruption. Yeah. Of the state of New Mexico judiciary in the 10th Circuit U.S. District Court for the District of New Mexico involving RICO racketeering. Yeah. By judges in stopping due process and equal protection by constitutional deprivations. Yeah. Judicial fraud. Yes. Judicial bribery and conspiracy against rights. Deprivation of rights under color of law against targeted David Derringer with attached addendum, a portent to both petitions. Yeah. Now, whomever this guy is, yeah, looks like he had it bad. Ooch. hmm hmm I mean, it really does. Just looking at the first questions presented. Yeah. Now, a lot of people, they write their lawsuits like this. They ask these questions. Yep. State or federal judge in the U.S. court can peruse and view court filings before having jurisdiction. Yeah. Prior to filing, then deny such filings by a legal order by the court clerk not to file complaint or other legal court papers when they disclose public judicial corruption. Yeah. Now, you'd say I'm doing the same thing. Papel. Now, for me, I write it from the prayer for relief. Yeah. See, there's this precedence. Yeah. I wasn't in Squim. Right now! Mhm. And you've said, well, there's nothing we can do. Uh, we arrested him. Yes. He gave us the evidence that he wasn't there. Yes. And we're not going to let him sue us because we're just too important. Now, the prayer for relief. Yeah. I write it for $100 billion. Yeah. Now, this looks like a good one. Yes. One of these where the individual, yes, RICO willfully, while in judicial capacity, are above the law and can use their judicial power and position to undermine the rule of law. Yeah. Then the integrity of the judicial branch of the government under parameters of the U.S. Constitution, Section 1, Article 3, and not be prosecuted for sedition and treason. Yeah. He sounds just like what I sound like. Yeah. I don't know who he is right now, but I'm feeling like you're just not really praying. You're praying! You just You don't understand the spiritual context, yes, of getting a lawsuit from me. Now, for every time that I told you that right now,